Hey guys, welcome to Anime Rewind, where we revisit animes from our childhood and try to see if they hold up today or if they should just remain a good memory. In this podcast, we are currently discussing InuYasha episodes 50 to 58. My name's Luffy.
My name's Shang.
And my name is Mio.
So I've been taking some time to think about our InuYasha cinematic universe and what kind of movies we would have and what our first team up would be. And I think I got something going. So the very first movie I think we would have is Kikyo. You know, it's a movie about a shrine maiden who meets a demon slayer village because they have a jewel that has been tainted and needs to be purified. And so that's like the overarching plot, but it's also part romance because she meets a half demon that she continually beats up and he keeps coming back. And then you have the big twist, right? This guy pretends to be both InuYasha and Kikyo, and then they betray each other, and the story ends with Kikyo dying and InuYasha stabbed to a tree. And that's our first movie.
In the second movie, Scarjo plays Sango.
Wait, Sango? Man, we're really shoehorning Sango in here, aren't we? Wait. It might be perfect. It could be the story of Sango before she meets up with our group.
That's right, because she meets Kikyo in the jewel, or gets the jewel from that village, and then like Sango's like, what is that, that jewel, and grows up to become the demon hunter she is now, played by Scarlett Johansson.
Wait, is Scarlett Johansson Sango?
Yes.
Oh.
Who else would she be?
It makes sense.
And Kohaku, played by Elijah Wood.
Oh no!
Yes!
It's Hokkaigen!
Yes!
Oh my god.
Wait, I got it. And like the story could be like, Kid Sango, like a story that was never told in the InuYasha manga. Kid Sango and Kid Kohaku growing up.
I'm curious, who plays the Hawkeye in the Marvel movie?
Jeremy Renner?
That guy is Moroku!
What the?
No, I don't think he'd make a good Moroku. Jeremy Renner. I think Benedict Cumberbatch would make a good Moroku.
Nah. Benedict Cumberbatch would make a good Totosai. What?
Shishomaru.
That's right.
Oh, he could make a good Sesshomaru. I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that too.
I could see that. Who would play Jockin?
Who
would play Trash?
Me.
Snooky.
Ooh. This is getting a little bit too real all of a sudden.
Wait, what are you guys talking about? You guys lost me.
Okay, wait. Let's go back. So we're opening up with this movie, Kikyo. Then the second movie is Sango. The third movie I think would be Onigumo. Onigumo. I already pitched the plot of Onigumo to you guys, right?
What do you got?
It's a boy named Brian.
Oh no! Who's Brian?
He grows up in a great family, but he realizes he wants more. So he sets off on his boat to Japan and changes his name to Onigumo.
No!
Where he gets mortally wounded and finds himself lying in a dirt cave. And then he meets Kikyo. And that's our first tie-in right here. Okay, that's our first tie-in, right? And then like the fourth movie would be Kagome, where Kagome's movie will introduce us to InuYasha, Sheppo, and Moroku. And so now that we have everyone together, our first big movie tie-in, akin to Avengers, is going to be called Commando Squad. Wait, I got it. Emma Watson plays Kagome.
But is Emma Watson like whiny?
She can be whiny.
She can be pretty whiny.
All right, I'll give it to...
What about Ashley Tisdale plays Kagome?
Okay, all right.
And for some reason, the Kagome movie is a musical.
All right. So you're telling me that InuYasha is what's his face? Who's the guy in that musical?
Zac Efron?
There you go.
No. InuYasha is played by Orlando Bloom. I thought we figured this out last time.
We did?
Yeah, and then Naraku is played by
about
Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's where
yeah,
Johnny Depp comes in from.
And so, like, in the Commando Squad, Onigumo turns into Naraku, right? So we're gonna have our first like fight where, so the squad of InuYasha, Kagome, Shippo, and Moroku will meet up with Sango to fight against Naraku, and the driving plot will be the beginning of when Sango's village is destroyed and Kohaku kills everybody, you know?
So, before you continued, I was going to say Ben Onigumo. It's a hilarious name, but his wayward path to become what he
You mean
is.
Brian?
Brian?
Ben.
Ben.
Not Ben, his name's Brian.
I thought we changed his name to Ben.
Is he an uncle?
Uncle Ben. No.
Uncle Ben.
Oh, God. Spider-Man, what are you doing in here?
And that's the tie-in right there.
Anyway,
Oh,
so we have
God.
4 movies lined up and then the team up. So that's phase 1, right? That's perfect. So when is the first movie? When is Kikyo dropping?
Late 2019.
Whoa. I'm not ready. We're already late into 2019. I'm not ready for this.
2019.
All right, late
Holidays.
2019.
During
Quick,
the holidays.
we need a director and we need a ton of actors now.
Gotta get it out by Christmas. We're like Nintendo. We gotta make it for the season.
Oh, we're seasonal.
Yeah.
We're ready.
We're ready. All right. Look forward to those movies coming soon. All right. So I thought that we had a pretty fun thing going last week with the whole 61 seconds TM copyright TM game that we are doing. But why don't we give it a try where we do it correctly this time? So the premise of the game is there's 3 of us. Each of us gets 60 seconds to recap a portion of the plot. So someone goes first and recap a certain amount. When their 60 seconds is up, the next person continues from where they left off and it recaps another 60 seconds. And then the last person finishes up where the second person left off. And if we finish it in less than 3 minutes, we win. If we take more than 3 minutes, we win.
So, ladies and gents at home, if you have a stopwatch or a timer or anything of the sort, have it ready. Because if we have it right, then you get 1,000 points at home for no reason.
1,000 golden stars signed by Shang.
All imaginary.
All imaginary. TM.
TM.
And if you don't have a stopwatch or a clock at home, just use the sun and the shadows on the ground.
Okay, who wants to go first? Let's have Mio go first. I'll go second, and Shang will bring it home.
Yeah.
All right.
Ugh,
All right,
I go first.
you do the countdown, Mio, and I'll be the timer. So whenever you're ready.
All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Right, so we start off from the cliffhanger with Kohaku and Kagome and how Kohaku is trying to kill her and she says, "No, please, no!" And he doesn't. Sango tries to kill him. InuYasha interrupts and goes like, "Yeah, no, you don't do that. Kohaku's nice, you know. It's just in his programming. Don't do it." And then after that, she doesn't kill him. Kohaku gets away. Next episode, InuYasha is trying to master the Tetsaiga, so he goes to a Totosai and he tells him about the oh wait, no, I skipped an important part. I messed up. Okay, wait. Before that, dang it, I messed up.
Wow,
So bad.
good job covering one episode. Oh, wait, it's my turn. Sesshomaru visits a tree. A tree was used to make the sheath of Tenseiga and Tetsaiga, and that was Sesshomaru's like, cool. Miroku rubs Sango's butt for some reason, and then the tree explains that InuYasha's demon blood takes control of his body when his life's in danger, but the demon blood will eventually devour InuYasha's soul with each transformation, and Tetsaiga is made to protect that. And then InuYasha fights this moth demon. He's really blue. He traps InuYasha. InuYasha transforms. InuYasha comes out, kills everyone. Sesshomaru shows up, beats up InuYasha. InuYasha feels ashamed. Then he goes to talk to Totosai, who's like, hey, you can beat your father's old enemy and then you will be okay. So he goes to go fight his father's real old enemy named Ryukotse. Ryukotse beats him up. InuYasha transforms. InuYasha says no. InuYasha grabs a sword. InuYasha beats Ryukotse. InuYasha learns the backlash wave. Ah! Go, Shang, go!
All right, let's go. They're relaxing. Then Shippo's going out to find a new friend. He finds a girl. The girl's brother's dead. It turns out she goes home. Her brother's home. It turns out it's a lizard. Lizard dies. Next episode. Oh, hey, there's a demon. It's a fat guy with a man-eating tree.
Shang, you forgot the Miroku and Sango episode.
Oh, God. All right, let's go back. Rewind. They go to, Moroku likes women. He tries to find, goes to a town. All these women can't find their husbands. He goes there. Turns out there's a beautiful woman. It's a fox. They beat it. Sango and Moroku hold hands. They're good friends, real good friends. Next episode, Shippo, girl's brother dead. Girl goes home. Brother's a lizard. They kill lizard. Next episode.
I'm sorry, Shang, but you're out of time, and you recapped the Shippo episode twice.
If you didn't say anything about the Moroku Sanga, I forgot about it completely.
Oh man,
my part was so slow and short, and then there's you guys. You guys like recapped so much in so little time. It felt like you guys were shoutcasting at one point.
Don't worry, guys. We'll get them next time. We missed 2 episodes, but who cares about a tree demon and a big guy eating things in his big belly?
That's right. Also known as the Thing.
Well, the thing.
Yeah. From
the Fantastic Four. All right. Well, you know what? We did our best. You win some, you lose some. We lose most, but it's okay. So for this episode, we watched InuYasha episodes 50 to 58, and they covered a very good, decent amount of stuff. We got some good development in terms of InuYasha's demon form. InuYasha's sword becomes stronger. Then we got some filler episodes. We got some relationship episodes with Miroku and Sango. Then we got Big Tree Boy. And so, what were your impressions of the 9 episodes overall? Did you think these were good? Or did you think that things could have been done better?
I really liked the episodes. There was a lot of progression when it comes to InuYasha's sword. I thought that was really cool because I haven't seen the Ryukotse battle in forever. I think I've only seen it once, and it was like a long time ago. So when I saw it again, I was having such a nostalgic trip. I was so happy to see that character come back and to see him battle it, because I don't actually think I've actually seen the fight. I have seen the beginning and the end. I didn't get to really see the fight, so watching the fight for the first time was really cool. I really like the episodes. I feel like the progression is going really well. You're getting more in depth, like character development with Moroku and Sango and InuYasha and Kagome. Like they're getting closer, and you got InuYasha developing like more human-esque feelings towards everyone. And yeah, I feel like this anime is going in a really good direction.
I feel like everything that Mio said is what I wanted to say. Exactly, actually. Like, I love how everyone just, like, bonding together. Like, InuYasha, yeah, he's becoming more and more humane. But it's also kind of, like, funny about his disputes with Kagome. How just everyone just jumps on, like, I can't believe what you just did. But the funny part is that when Moroku is like, yeah, I can't believe you're 2-timing women. You could at least just let her go. I'm just like laughing. It's like, Moroku, you can't say that when you like fall in love with any woman that walks like towards you. But besides that, it's like, I like it. I mean, there are some funny parts, but the progression of like the whole story's good. It's pretty great. The bonding between InuYasha, Kagome, and Kikyo, I guess, and Moroku and Sango.
Actually, Kikyo wasn't in this set of episodes. We didn't
she
see
wasn't
her at all.
No.
Wow, I just noticed. She wasn't. Now that I think about it, you're right.
Actually, a lot of the Naraku people weren't in there, and Kikyo wasn't in there. It was more of InuYasha's own personal development this time.
Pretty much.
And then the tree demon. And Shippo trying to hit on some 9-year-old girl.
It's okay. which is reminding me one thing about that episode. So a quick recap for that episode was during the night Shippo is trying to steal
62 seconds?
No,
Oh,
Shang,
oh, oh.
this would be your third time recapping that episode.
Just 1/3 time, real quick. So it was Shippo trying to steal shards to his new little girlfriend, and then InuYasha's like saying some things about Shippo, and Moroku's like, no, I understand. She's cute. I'm like, oh no, Moroku, you can't say that. No,
Yeah, she's
no,
pretty cute. Like, no, Moroku, you don't
no,
say that kind of stuff.
no.
Look, times were different back then, alright? Alright? Miroku can say... Never mind. Times were different back then.
This podcast is about to get canceled real quick.
Yeah, so, there are a few things that really stood out to me that I wanted to bring up. But the first thing that I really wanted to talk about was InuYasha's growth as a character. And maybe the last 15 episodes or so. And then compared to the beginning. So ever since InuYasha's sword broke, he's been having a ton of problems, pretty much.
Yeah.
Naraku and his incarnations keep coming after him. He keeps getting injured. His sword gets destroyed. Then his sword gets fixed, but his sword is now heavy. And he continually gets this sword knocked out of his hand. So he's been turning into a demon more often, like more and more often.
And more easily, too.
And more easily. And so at the beginning of what we were watching, we're introduced to a scene where Sesshomaru is going to talk to an old tree, whose name is Bokuseno or whatever. This is the tree that the sheaths of the Tenseiga and the Tetsaiga are forged from, and it's from there that we learn that how InuYasha's demon blood kind of takes control when InuYasha's life is in danger, in a way, as like a self-preservation kind of thing. But the more it does it, the more he loses his human side. And I think the biggest character growth moment for InuYasha is in the following episodes when he's fighting this moth demon.
Mm-hmm.
He's leading some human bandits, and he gets separated from the Tetsaiga again, and then he goes crazy. He kills the moth demon, and then he continues to kill all the bandits. It's at this point where Sesshomaru shows up because he's kind of curious about InuYasha's demon form, and just gives InuYasha a whooping. And just Sesshomaru's conclusion at this point is just like, this guy's like nothing. This demon form is nothing. And we're left, and then he leaves, and InuYasha turns back to normal, and we're left with InuYasha kind of stuck between, man, I really want to become a demon so that I can be strong and so that I can, like, get recognition for my power, but this isn't the way I wanted it to be. It's kind of sucky, like, I turn into a demon but I have no control and I just kill everything, and then, my friends are giving me weird looks, people I protected are giving me weird looks. Maybe what should I do? And I think the way that the author Rumiko Takahashi sets this up is very good, because it could have been very easily like, oh man, I need to get strong. I get strong, And so I wanted to get what your opinions were in terms of how InuYasha was and how InuYasha is now. And what do you think is going through his mind during this time?
So from his perspective, he was surrounded by so many people, so many bandits, and then he suddenly like blacks out and comes back and everyone's dead, and he's covered in everyone's blood, and he's like, oh damn, did I do this?
Oh damn.
Oh dang, did I do this? And then, he realizes that it was him, and he notices how people changed their attitude towards him because of what he did. Like, the villagers were afraid of him, and he felt like that was a very significant moment, because he realized like how scary he can be and how dangerous he can be, especially for his friends. And he was also scared not to kill humans before. Like, he wasn't killing humans before, in a way, like innocent people. And then Kagome was telling him not to kill the bandits, and he tried to anyway when he was in a demon form. But InuYasha wouldn't have like killed those bandits because they were crying out for help. And you can see how torn InuYasha was because of this, because of that development that he made throughout the episodes, which is thrown out the window in that instance.
Yeah.
All right.
One thing that I thought was interesting is so like when I was younger, I was watching these episodes and I was like, you know what? Why doesn't InuYasha turn into his demon form? It's so much stronger and he's a lot cooler, you know?
Right.
Mhm.
But like watching now and like having a brain really
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait,
down.
what?
Whoa.
Wait, what? We need a brain for this podcast? What?
having a brain, you know, it's like it's a lot more apparent now. Like this lust for power isn't the thing he was wishing for. Like, you know, like InuYasha's half demon, and I think he was suffering from this sort of like the grass is greener type syndrome. Like, oh man, if I were a demon, my life would be so much better.
Right.
Because he knows what the life is like when he's a human, and he hates it, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, oh man, my life would be so much better if I were a demon. And then he becomes a demon.
He becomes a mindless demon that kills anything. Anything. He doesn't care. No fear. As long as it's dead.
Yeah. That's right. Even Myoga.
Even Myoga. Because,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I remember that. Like, at the beginning when we first started the series, I was like, yeah, I want to become a demon. He's so confident. He has ambition towards it. Now it's like, oh, I became a demon. I don't know, man. It's a hell of a drug. I don't know. Whew.
Yeah. It's like, man, it kind of sucks too, you know? So now InuYasha's kind of like, man, humans suck, but my demon form sucks too. But then I'm in this middle area, this half demon, half human form where
not
like
bad.
I don't belong anywhere too. Like you're half in with the cool kids and you're half in with the nerds or whatever. You're a cool nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and-
no.
And I think one of the big character growths for InuYasha is realizing that, yeah, he doesn't really fit in with, like, you know, the general society. Like, you know, even when he was a kid, he was kind of ostracized for being half demon. Like, he has that flashback with the ball and then, like, everyone turning away. But he thinks that, he's like, why doesn't anyone want to play? But I think one of the biggest moments for him is him realizing that he has, like, Kagome, Shippo, Miroku, and Sango, who are there for him, despite he's a half demon, right? And they're there for him even when he's a human. They still protect him. When he's in his half demon form, he's more strong. He's able to do more, but like they're there for him. And a part of his character growth is learning that his friends are, you know, his friends. And so the second part of this whole character growth is the story of Tetsaiga as well, where originally Tetsaiga was forged as his father's fang. So symbolically, InuYasha was relying on his father's power to do a lot of the fighting up until his sword broke. When his sword broke, Totosai used InuYasha's fang to reforge the sword. So now the sword is made out of his fang and his own power. And he then started to have trouble wielding the sword because now it's his transition from, all right, you're relying on your dad. Now you've grown up, rely on yourself.
Yeah, get a job.
Yeah, get a job. Learn about the real world, you know. Don't live in your parents' house anymore.
Yeah.
Pay your taxes, InuYasha. Jeez.
Yeah, pay your bills, get your own car. You know, just
Yeah.
get out. Get
Look
out.
at that credit already.
Man, InuYasha's gonna have such a lame movie. It's just InuYasha working a desk job with the
Yeah.
glasses on. Man, this sucks.
In a cubicle and everything.
That's right.
Like, I really like the story of Tetsaiga though. I never thought of it like that. It would, to me, when I was younger, it was just the sword is a weapon, but it's very obviously that this Tetsaiga is much more than just a weapon. It's literally the target of Naraku, it's the target of Sesshomaru. It's literally the only source of InuYasha's strength. Like, without Tetsaiga, he just has his claws, and what can his claws tear up? Mosquitoes. That's all it can tear up.
I don't know. Without the sword, he'd be a brainless, frenzy-killing demon machine.
Yeah, that's true. He does become a killing machine that appeals to the teenage viewer
Audience.
base.
Yeah!
Yeah. Wait, that's not us anymore, Shang. We're ancient now.
We're old.
But yeah, do you guys have any thoughts on Tetsaiga and its role in InuYasha's growth?
It is the cornerstone of InuYasha's growth.
It actually is. I agree, Shang. Very wise words.
Wow,
Very wise words.
10 out of 10.
Nice,
Thank you
cool,
for
good job.
explaining it to us.
Nice.
I hope Shang wins the Podcast Grammy for most insightful comment in 2019.
Yeah, dude, let's go. Yeah.
Shang, what happened to your voice?
What?
You're like, yeah, let's go.
What are you talking
dude,
about?
let's go. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Nothing happened, all right?
Is that your Grammy voice, Shang?
What do you mean?
All right, don't worry about it.
Just like InuYasha when he comes out of his demon mode and forgets everything, you know.
Oh God!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh God!
What? What are you talking
Shang,
about?
you killed everyone at the Grammys. What, did I do that?
Oh,
What do you
dang,
mean?
did
What
I
are you
do
talking
that?
Whoa, that was me? Whoa.
Oopsies.
What do you mean? It's blood on my hands. It's ketchup, right?
It's
Kool-Aid.
ketchup. It's ketchup, okay.
Everyone has it on
I
their
blacked
hands,
out
right?
eating french fries.
Oh no! It's called food coma.
Yeah,
Ooh,
food coma. I
that's a
woke
good
up
time
and killed
right there.
everyone at the Grammys.
All right, so let's take a quick little break from talking about InuYasha, and I wanna pose a question to you guys. There was a special filler episode in episode 55 about Shippo that Shang very kindly recapped for us.
3 times.
3 times.
Yes,
Yeah,
I want to pose the question. In episode 55, we finally get to see Shippo in action, but what I realized is Shippo is trash. But there's another guy in InuYasha that's also trash. So I want to have a trash v trash battle. Who is more trash?
Who did
Shippo
trash better, baby? Who did
or
it better?
Jockin? Who is more trash?
My lord.
All right, we'll go from the top. We'll go Mio, Shang, and then I. And you get 10 seconds to explain why you think they're more trash. Let's go.
I say Jockin's more trash because Shippo can at least trick the people. Jockin just like screams, "My lord!" and then like ends up getting stepped on or kicked on or like just walked all over. And I feel like Shippo can just like punch the lights out of Jockin.
I'm gonna have to say Ship on this one. I'm so sorry, Mio, but Shippo. Because if you're gonna use tricks and then explain to everyone about your tricks, you might as well lose.
Oh no, he's a bad magician is what he is.
He doesn't even have a sexy assistant. You know, Jockin can be the magician's assistant because he was
There you
cut in
go.
half.
Yeah, there you go.
And that brings me to my answer. I'm gonna have to say that Shippo is more trash. And the reason why is because Jockin literally got cut in half and he pulled himself together. Shippo got his heart crushed by a girl and he's probably still reeling from it.
Yeah, he's still staring at the river.
My boy Jockin with the Pizza Hut. Bringing it home.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Let's go, jogging. Woo!
And today's game of who is more trash, it looks like our boy Shippo brings home the trash trophy.
Woo!
Y'all are
Woo!
just haters.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So let's now that we've enjoyed a nice trash v trash battle, let's get back and talk about InuYasha and how he becomes less trash. And oh wait, that was a terrible transition. All right. Now that we had a good trash v trash battle, let's just get back into talking about how InuYasha learns to wield the Tetsaiga. So the sword's heavy, right? He goes to, so after he turns into a demon for the upteenth time, he's like, okay, it kind of sucks. Let me go figure out how I can be strong without going insane and going on a mad killing spree. So he goes to see Totosai. Totosai kind of does his usual thing. He's not really helpful, but he does mention that there was a demon that his father was never able to beat. And if InuYasha can defeat this demon, then he will prove that he is stronger than his father and then can thus wield the Tetsaiga. Now, I'm not sure where that logic really comes from, but that's the logic that we go with. You know, like there's this demon, your dad couldn't beat it, but if you beat it, your sword will respect you. Like, yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
For sure.
So they head out and they find Ryu Kotse, who is asleep with InuYasha's father's fang buried into his heart. And so this is what really got me. The proof that InuYasha is stronger than his father is to kill a sleeping demon. and then his sword would respect him.
I realize there's a lot of people being pinned to a wall or a tree and sleeping in this anime.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, okay, let's see. InuYasha got pinned to a tree. Ryukotse got pinned to a wall.
That's
Who
way
else got-
too many. That's way too many.
That's only 2, Shang.
Way too many.
That's only
Shut it
2.
down. Where's the variety in this series?
We got like centipedes and spiders and frogs. Now we have people getting pinned to trees and
Lord.
walls. No variety.
So InuYasha appears before Ryukotse and they're gonna kill him. But then Naraku appears. And Naraku appears because he sent out 5 incarnations. No one has been successful in defeating InuYasha or retrieving the Tetsaiga. So he says, okay, Ryukotse, a guy who stood up to InuYasha's father and was also the reason why InuYasha's father died. Let me see if this guy can defeat InuYasha for me. So he appears and he melts InuYasha's father's fang, which reawakens Ryukotse. And then that's when InuYasha and Ryukotse go head to head. And InuYasha kind of gets whapped around. He gets whipped around. Like he can't, first of all, sword's heavy. He can't cut Ryukotse's skin. And he's just kind of bad.
Yep, yeah.
One thing I want to point out is Ryukotsu always referred to his skin as like rock hard.
Rock hard.
Yeah.
Rock hard, baby.
I'm rock hard. I got a rock hard body. You
Yeah,
can't
he's like,
use this.
and he keeps calling InuYasha little boy. He's like, I'm rock hard, little boy.
Little
Like,
guy.
oh
Little
He
man.
kept doing that too. Yeah.
no! I'm so rock hard, little boy.
Little man.
He reminds me of Brock. Brock also, I think, in Pokemon Fire Red, I think he's like, I'm rock hard.
Can I get a photo? Somebody to Photoshop Brock's face on that Ryukotse.
Yeah, and a little mask.
Rock hard, baby. Rock
Rock,
hard.
rock hard. So, like, to continue, InuYasha eventually gets the Tetsaiga knocked out of his hands and gets beat around some more, right? And at this point, InuYasha turns into a demon, and we're all thinking the exact same thing. Okay, he's become a demon, and he's lost all sense of himself. And
Nice.
at this point, we get that moment. We get that moment where InuYasha goes from kind of like trash to less than like trash, but not much better, but he's improving. And we see InuYasha, his human self, fighting against his demon form to attempt to re-grab the Tetsaiga. And like he's
okay,
pulsing.
right here. Hold on, right
All
here.
right, go in, Shang.
No. This is the one point in the whole series they wanted to make it real. I'm talking about real dramatic. InuYasha's going towards a sword. He's pulsating. Sword's pulsating. Everyone's screaming for InuYasha to just get out of there, man. Gets assaulted with a giant thunder blast. Homeboy has his sheath ready to go. Bam! Alright. That's one. He still hasn't grabbed the sword yet. Dude's like, alright, I'm gonna charge up, spit another ball at you. So we're still waiting for InuYasha at this point to grab the sword. He still hasn't got it. Everyone's like, oh my god, he's dead!
Oh my god, he exploded!
He exploded. Moroku's like, it's okay, wind tunnel!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
And he still hasn't grabbed the sword yet. It's like a 20-30 minute like issue going on of like InuYasha trying to grab the sword while everyone else is trying to protect him, and I thought that was so crazy during that whole segment.
I'll have you know, actually, at one point, Ryukotse left to go to the bathroom, and he came back, and InuYasha was still walking to the sword.
I feel like if this was any other anime, there'd be like 10 filler episodes between InuYasha getting up and getting the sword.
Oh,
You know?
if this was Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah, exactly.
like, oh god, he's charging up.
He's still going.
Still
still
going.
And like the earth starts to shake, like rocks from the
rocks start to float
from
up.
the cliff start to fall down, and then small rocks start to float up around InuYasha. His hair starts to stand up and change colors. It starts to flicker back and forth. And that's like 6 episodes. Then like thunder starts striking. The clouds start moving. And then like King Kai on another planet is like, InuYasha!
Don't do it, InuYasha runs around this tiny little planet.
And then you hear Kaioken times 2! And then he starts charging on more, and then 3 episodes pass, and the earth is completely shaking. You can see lava shooting out of the ground, and he's like, Kaioken times 4! And then he grabs the Tetsaiga. And then he transforms back. And it's at this point where suddenly the Tetsaiga just becomes light. It no longer takes 2 hands for him to wield. It takes one hand, and he's swinging it effortlessly.
That's right.
I think the reason why it became light is because... So you know how the Tetsaiga is supposed to be like his Fang now? Like he's helping himself now. Like InuYasha proved himself by fighting his demon side and being able to grab the sword, 12 episodes after getting up off the ground. So you see that the Tetsaiga is like, oh, you did it, good job.
Good job.
Now I'm light again.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the question I was gonna pose. What criteria did InuYasha have to meet to make the Tetsaiga light?
And Mio got it before you said it. 100 points.
Yeah.
Red star.
I didn't need any filler episodes.
Okay, let's talk. Let me explain this in RPG form. He could have put stat points into his demon form, or he could have put stat points into his human form. And at this point, InuYasha decided, man, that demon form that I was specking into kind of sucks.
It's not that good.
It's not that good. And this fight's been going on for 12 episodes, and I have just a lot of stat points. I'm going to put him into this human form.
You know what? I'm going to respect real quick right now. Bam,
yeah, he goes to the respec station. Respecs, comes back, and he meets the criteria.
He's more human, and he has more strength to pick up the sword.
Oh, you know what game would fit really well for that? Demon Souls or Dark Souls. You know how when you get a sword and you don't have the correct stat points, so it's incredibly hard to wield, but when you get closer, it gets easier to wield, and once you hit the stat point, it's incredibly simple to wield.
That's right.
So
that's what happened.
That's what happened.
Souls?
He is Dark Souls. That's right. Yeah, so he does defeat Ryokotse. He proves that he is worthy to wield the Tetsaiga, and he defeats Ryokotse with a very cool technique, which in English is translated as the backlash wave. And it's a move that takes the opponent's energy and turns it back against them.
It's like a counter.
Multiplied a few times. It's a counter, yeah. Good work, Shang. Another 10 points. I hope you win 2 Grammys at the Podcast Grammy of 2019.
Yeah. Let's go.
You better start preparing a speech over there. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad. All right. Well, we'll workshop it. We'll let you give your speech in 10 episodes. After we come back from the Podcast Grammys.
That's right.
That's right. I'm so proud of you, Shang. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, I'm so proud of Mio too.
I'm so proud of Mio too for revealing how InuYasha was able to become worthy of the Tetsaiga. I hope you win. I hope you win the...
I'll settle for a nomination.
I hope you win the runner-up for the Podcast Grammys.
Runner-up, yeah! Better than nothing!
I'm taking home a... What do you get when you're a runner-up? You get one of those certificates?
Like a sticker for participation. Gold star. I'm taking home a gold star tonight, boys!
A certificate and a $50 gift card to Olive Garden. Yeah!
Oh my god, that's
Pasta's
better than
on
an
me.
actual Grammy. Pasta's on me. Breadsticks on me, fam.
Yeah.
Wait, breadsticks are free. What are you talking about?
Can you eat Can you eat the Grammy? Of course not. But Olive Garden, $50. Let's go.
Let's go. And that was InuYasha's character growth, and I think that's one of the biggest moments in the series that really moves us in the direction that Rumiko Takahashi really wanted this series to go, where your strength is found in yourself and in your friends, and not in raw power or the abandonment of everyone you love and care about. And we're finally seeing it, we're finally seeing it. And it's really cool to revisit this anime and just to see so many deeper layers to the series that I loved as a kid. But now I find more things that I can appreciate. I find that to be such a cool thing to enjoy,
And And you want to sum up everything that Luffy said into 2 words for hashtag? Hashtag get good. Easy.
Yeah, get good.
Hashtag get good.
With friends.
Wait. No. It's hashtag, in this episode, it's hashtag got good.
Oof.
Ooh.
That's a good one. All right, Commando Squad, get to it.
I hope I win at the hashtag Grammys of 2019 with that hashtag.
That's right, Commando Squad. We got good.
That's right, No. It's not Commando Squad. We've come to the conclusion. It's actually Commando Nation. We can't think small, Shang. We gotta think nationwide.
All right, Commando Worldwide.
Commando Universe.
Wait, is it like Mr. Worldwide Pitbull?
Yeah.
Commando Worldwide. Oh,
Commando
no.
Worldwide. Nah. Commando Universe. There we go. Let's become one universe. Gone Commando. That's our slogan.
Oh my god, it's so good actually.
Oh,
it's pretty
help.
good. It's pretty good.
All right. Why don't we talk about the last thing that I really had planned for today's episode? Moroku and Sango. Let me set this up. Last episode we talked about the InuYasha Kagome Kikyo Koga Hojo love sandwich. It's finally great to have something that is just straightforward. Miroku
Something simple.
and Sango, Sango likes Miroku. Miroku kind of likes Sango.
This is like a hot dog, baby.
But
buns in a hot dog.
Buns and a hot dog. Miroku's the hot dog and Sango's the buns.
No, Miroku's
my
the wiener.
God.
They make a hot dog. Okay?
Oh man, so the Miroku and Sango's relationship is essentially just a hot dog, wiener and buns.
There's no condiments or anything, just plain and simple.
It's not wrong to eat hot dog and buns.
Yeah, it's not wrong. It's just
Plain,
simple,
okay. It's
which
simple.
is we can appreciate it because it's not a complicated sandwich.
No, you know what it is?
Listed
Miroku wants relish on this hot dog, and the relish is other women. But Sango wants it plain.
She wants it plain. So Moroku's like, you know what? Fine, we'll make it plain.
Shang, do you mind giving us a little small recap about that episode since you did give us a shorter one earlier on? But,
oh God! All right, fine. All right, so my boy Moroku's doing his thing, trying to find women. My boy.
Mm-hmm.
And so Sango goes off to find him, sees Moroku talk to his woman. It's like, oh no, I can't find my husband. And Moroku's it's like, oh, the men.
Wow,
or actually, she said,
like her.
I know, right? Or in this case, she's like, oh, we can't find the men. Could you help us? Fine. All right, go to the town. All those women. You guys are all married. That's right. All our husbands are gone. Ah, well, shoot.
Dang it. Village of
Oh,
women. They're
shucks.
all married.
But there's a beautiful demon woman. All right, I'm in.
I'm in.
And Sango's like, what? What? You dirty monk, you lecherous monk. And then he goes, and then Sango follows him. He's like, hold up, baby girl. Here's a wrist bracelet for you.
Here's a wrist.
Here's a wrist. Here's a bracelet. And they go into some fog. Sango and Moroku get separated. At this moment we don't know where Moroku is, but Sango's looking for him. And as Sango meets up with Moroku's about to lock lips with this woman. Princess.
This beautiful demon woman.
And Sango's like, I can't believe this! And then attacks. They both get away. The princess is like, there's a woman here! I hear a woman! And then transforms into, what is it, coyote, right?
Yeah, coyote.
Was it a coyote? I thought they called it a fox demon.
No, he called it a
Shippo?
coyote.
Oh.
Not you, Shippo.
Oh, Shippo, it was you all along!
No, it was a coyote.
So it's a big old coyote demon, and she's looking around, like, where is this girl at? And then Sango's like all confused, like, what do you mean she can't see me? So they have a big old fight. In the end, they win. Moroku and Sango win, thanks to Sango being such a badass with a big old boomerang. Can we have that Monster Hunter? Anyway. And so now Sango's kind of like a little bit, upset with herself for not trusting Moroku more. It's like, oh, Moroku, I should have trusted you. No, it's fine. You came after me because you were worried. I appreciate that. Butt touch.
Butt touch. Rub. It was a good rub, too. It was like a good
right
5
in the middle.
seconds. He was searching for the crack. Does she not have a butt crack?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Where are the butt cracks?
Where's the butt crack?
But I like this episode because even though I like Sango back then a lot, and I seen this episode, it's like, man, they do work out together. I don't know what she sees in him, but I know what he sees in her.
Them buns.
Them buns, baby.
I like big buns and I cannot lie.
He wants to make the hot dog.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I just wanted to say that I feel like the Moroku and Sango relationship is something that's like actually like something that I rooted for when I was a kid. I feel like the InuYasha Kagome thing was just so
Forced?
complicated and messed up and not good for either of them that I was like, that's lame. Just go with Kikyo. Just go into the dirt, InuYasha, with Kikyo. You'll be fine.
Right?
Sick
Because
boy.
like when I think about the episodes now, it's like InuYasha's like one side of the spectrum or the other, never the middle.
Wait. I just got a light bulb moment.
Okay.
Did you think that every time Kagome says sit boy, InuYasha's lips hit the dirt, which means he's smooching up Kikyo every time Kagome tells him to sit?
Whoa.
See, it's so complicated. It was such a complicated relationship.
Ooh, I don't know.
All dirt is Kikyo, don't you know?
That's way too complicated. That's way
Just
too
like-
so complicated.
Man. Man, why is their relationship so complicated? Why can't they just have a Moroku Sango relationship?
Because-
InuYasha, why can't you just have an obsession with touching buns? and
Because
just
remember what
make it
InuYasha
like that.
InuYasha said. He said, why can't he have both?
Yeah, why can't you have both?
And then suddenly he's the bad guy compared
Look,
to
well,
Moroku.
if you look at our sandwich, there's a reason why you can't have both. It's just messed up.
Compared to what Moroku wants, is
Yeah.
it so bad to what InuYasha wants?
A hot dog is so pure and innocent.
A hot dog that wants all these toppings, but
You know what? I'm gonna go talk with Oscar Mayer and get our wiener sponsorship.
oh Lord, okay.
Oscar Mayer, if you're listening to this, hit us up. Is
that another sponsor we're trying to grab, or is that another?
Oscar Mayer. That's
Mm.
right.
Can we get like the the cheap one, the great value hot dogs?
Walmart, if you're listening, hit us up. My DMs are open.
Not too sure if it's real meat, but why not?
Not like you're gonna reach out to them. They can reach out to you. Your
Oh,
DMs are
right.
always open.
I'm busy. But
But I'll tell you, those buns are open anyway.
all right.
Oh, no.
The last thing I wanted to bring up was a little loafer fun fact. So the last 2 episodes we have are the Fateful Night in Tokigenyo or whatever, Togenkyo or whatever it's called, where there's a tree demon and there's a really big fat guy named Nimenka. No. There's a really big fat guy named Tokajin and there's a tree demon called Nimenka. And there's this whole back and forth. They get shrunk, they get big. InuYasha turns into a human. He pokes a hole in some guy's gourd and shoots out. Kagome takes a bath for some reason. And then, it's this weird back and forth episode that just feels completely out of place in the context of the series at this moment. And my fun fact for you guys is that actually in the manga, these 2 episodes take place before InuYasha, Kagome, Moroku, and Shippo ever meet Sango. Sango
Really?
was not introduced,
That's why she's gone.
which is why she's gone in these 2
God.
episodes. And it's also why-
God.
Shang,
I know.
You're broken, Loopy. You're broken.
God.
Oh no!
He's gone.
What?
Yeah, just like Sango, he's gone.
It makes so much sense now. Oh,
Because there's
my
so many
God.
continuity things, kind of like, why is InuYasha trash again? The other thing that immediately stood out to me was, why does Kagome only have 2 jewel shards? When in 2 episodes ago, when Shippo tried to steal the jewel shards, she had 5 or 6. It
Yeah.
was,
I thought that was weird too. Oh my God.
and that's your loafer fun facts. We'll see you next time.
I got brain blasted. What the hell happened?
Brain blast.
Where am I?
All right, calm down, Jimmy Neutron.
Because I was going to say, man, that episode was like a Disney meets Fantastic Four. In that episode, they get small, right? So it's a small world after all. And then you see the thing.
The thing.
It's a great episode.
Oh, it was so good when InuYasha's kind of like, he's like taunting Tokajin. He's like, oh, come on, I could take you, I could take you. And then
Easy.
the guy just smooshes him, and then InuYasha's just like, I'm dead. I'm so dead.
He has this most surprised look on his face, like, what? That didn't work?
He was going for an uppercut too and then flat.
Oh man. What a set of episodes, you guys. I hope you really enjoyed watching them. Actually, you know what? I asked you at the beginning if you enjoyed watching them, so I know you enjoyed watching them.
Did I?
Did you guys? Or did you? You know what I thought was funny? When last episode I asked you guys for a checkpoint of how you like the series overall, and all these truths came out. You know, in episode 2, you guys were like, I loved episodes 1 through 7. They were so good. I want to watch more. And then last episode, you guys were like, man, those beginning ones sure did suck.
Wait a minute.
True.
Hold on.
We got spoiled. We got spoiled with the recent arcs and the animation and the new music.
So good.
We got spoiled.
Yeah, I was like, I was just sitting there like, man, all the truth is coming to light right now.
These people are two-faced.
But I'm glad that the quality of InuYasha has been increasing, in your opinion. So, like, it's good, you know? A series should not stagnate from the beginning. It should not just be good and settle for continuing to be at the level that it is. It should strive to get better. And I think that's something that InuYasha has been proving. It's been getting better. And you know what else has been getting better? One of our favorite segments in this entire podcast, Commando or Not Commando!
Yeah.
Introducing a ton of side characters that don't really show up later on in the series. Our first boy, Bokuseno.
He looks pretty commando.
He's not commando. I'm gonna say that his sheaths were the underwear, and because that they were carved out of him, I'd say he's left commando.
I feel like his bark is his underwear, you know?
So you're saying his underwear is like an entire bodysuit that covers him from head to foot.
So I would
It's a
say
onesie.
not commando.
Wait, but at that point, if it's a bodysuit, wouldn't it be categorized as a bodysuit and he still doesn't have underwear?
Oh no.
Oh, we're getting too technical.
Oh no, this is getting too complicated, just like InuYasha and Kikyo.
Oh no. Oh no. You could be like, Bokuseno could be like, hey, I'm wearing underwear, check me out. And then, you know, Sesshomaru's like, underwear? Question mark.
Oh,
And then
no.
that's that's when his mind blew up. You're like, I can't live anymore. All right.
I would still say not commando.
I'm gonna say he's Tree-mando.
He's Tree-mando. Fine. Tree-mando.
Hashtag Tree-mando. All right. The second guy, Gatenmaru, the Moth Demon.
It's before or after?
No one cares about before. Let's go with after.
Commando.
Commando.
Unless you call the
I would say
fuzz
commando.
his underwear.
You know, he kind of looked like a blue yeti to me when he transformed. I forgot to mention it. He looked like a blue yeti. I was like, what's this blue yeti doing over here? But he was like,
my dumb brain just thought he was just a flying mic when you said he's a blue yeti. I'm like, what? What do you mean blue yeti? What? Why is there a snowball in the air? Just a blue yeti snowball in the air. What's going on here?
what's going on? All right. The next one, Ryu Kotse.
I don't know. That's a tough one. He says he's rock hard. I'm not too sure if
That's
that
true.
translates to clothes, but
Do you think it could be so rock hard that his underwear broke?
probably I could see it.
I'm rock hard, little boy.
Yeah,
You know
Commando.
what? You know what
say
I
it like
forgot
that,
to
Commando.
mention? You know what I forgot to mention before? When Ryo Kotse was killed, his last line was, "Oh no, my rock hard body!"
Oh, yeah. Oh no,
That
I
was
was
his-
so rock hard.
That was his final line before he died.
Yeah, that's true. He was so proud of being rock hard and he was so confused. Wait, why don't we say he was commando, but he actually was defeated because InuYasha put underwear on him. He's like, oh no, my rock hard body.
InuYasha tried to censor him, so he just gave up on life.
That's right.
So he died when he became not commando.
I can't live anymore.
Yeah.
He's putting clothes on me. No.
Oh, clothes, my one weakness. Okay. Well, actually, you know what I realized? We had 2 demon trees in this episode. Because now the question is, was Nemenka commando? Nemenka, when he eventually ate Tokajin and turned into that, like, tree monster, he looked like he was wearing underwear, in my opinion.
In another bodysuit?
In another bodysuit. like he put on the underwear that Tokajin was probably wearing. Or was Tokajin wearing underwear? Oh no, we have a commando in a commando question. Was Tokajin wearing underwear?
I don't think so.
My brain hurts on this one. I can't think.
Oh man, so if Tokajin wasn't wearing underwear, did he use the skin of Tokajin to make underwear?
He equipped him!
He equipped him!
Oh god.
Oh god.
The
This is getting dark.
realization.
He fed him human face fruit so that he could equip that hard skin.
He was preparing his body.
What is this, Naruto? What's going on here? Sasuke, come here. I want your body.
Sasuke, I want your body. I killed your entire village, but your brother.
But I want your body. So I can equip you. Yeah.
But you know what? At least in Naruto, that didn't succeed. In InuYasha, though,
It succeeded.
yeah, Tokajin got equipped. So I would say Tokajin was commando, but Nemenka was not commando.
I would agree.
Sure.
All right, you guys. That was a great episode, you guys. Good work.
You say that
Good
about every
work.
other episode.
We're on an upward trend. Every episode gets better, just like InuYasha episodes. We're improving, I think.
So you're saying
I
when we
guess
have a
it'd be
bad
safe to say-
episode, we're bad. Got it.
Or are we stagnating? No, that's what we call it, the filler episode. We just had a filler episode. Don't worry about it.
Guess it'd be safe to say that the first episode sucked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiled.
Wait, time to create a podcast called Podcast Rewind, where we revisit our early episodes and try to see if they're good or not. You guys, thank you for listening to this episode of Anime Rewind. You guys have been so supportive and helping us get the podcast out there and getting new listeners. So thank you so much. The next episode will be going out September 17th. In that episode, we'll be discussing InuYasha episode 59 to 69. We getting there. Thank you again for listening. I'll see you guys next time. My name's Luffy.
My name's Shang.
And my name's Mio.
And remember, commando until proven not commando. Later.
That's it.
Wait. Can we get a hashtag got good this time? Sometimes we end the episode and we forget to get a hashtag in there. And
All right.
I like getting hashtags in here. So
All right.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and we're going to go hashtag got good.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Hashtag
got
good.
good.
No, that was not very good.